Welcome back to Exploring Whiskeys. I'm Eric.
I'm Kevin, and today we're going to be rolling right back over to Scotland and finishing up our Masters of Malts tour that we went through. This is the third one out of this little sampler box. This is the Kline-Leash 14. What do we got? We got 14 year, obviously. We have it's a highland Scotch, single malt, and it is, if I recall correctly, in the northwest part of the island. So there is a little bit more of a island note, or ocean
salties.
note. Yes, the ocean parts. Outside of that, it's
a higher proof one too.
Yeah.
92.
This is the first time we've got a Scotch that's in the 90s, as far as I can recall. Very solid. I'm actually kind of excited to see what a 90 proof Scotch comes off as.
So this one was founded back in 1819.
Yeah, it's been around.
It's been around for a while. They built a second one.
Yep.
And then shut the first one down, but in the early 80s.
Yeah.
It was pretty interesting that they ran both of them for a while.
Yeah, and they did it one more the Highland and one very peated.
Yep.
Apparently at some point the Islas there was a pretty massive drought. I don't really understand how an island has a drought, but whatever. But there was a pretty massive drought in the Islay areas, and they had to slow down production. So they used their heavily peated in the old still as the primary smoke note to go into the blended Scotches of Johnny Walker.
Yeah, this one's actually the predominant Scotch for the gold.
Yeah, the gold label reserve is...
Which wasn't our favorite.
It wasn't.
Not for the money. For the money.
Right. It was not that much better than the black label for the fact that it was, 2 to 3 times the cost of the black label. Wow, that's a lot of fruit.
Yeah.
There's very little smoke on the nose. There is a little brine, but there's a lot of pears and, it's kind of yummy. That's a nice nose. There's a little floral note to it, very like herbal floral note to it. Pear.
That initial taste, it's kind of spicy, kind of peppery, a little bit. You pick up a little bit of smoke, definitely the saltiness. But then I thought the finish went sweet.
Super, all that pear fruit type notes.
Yeah. You get a little linger in the back of that smoke saltiness, but I think once you get through that initial taste, it just goes right back to that fruity sweetness.
That is fun. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, there's a spice, pepper kind of note on the very beginning. Oh, wow, the fruit is very, very strong. Hint of a smoke, hint of a brine. That's it. It's actually kind of simple. For a 14-year-old Scotch, it's not overly complex, but it's very nice. Wow. So glad we found these kind of like little...
We need to find some more.
Yeah, I really wish other people would do these, or there are other ones. I almost feel like I need to start searching online to see if there's...
Or we take this to some of our stores we like to visit quite often.
Yeah.
And show them this and see what they can get.
What else? What other little...
I think Mitt would be interested in that.
Yes. This was in a great little lineup. The Talisker was amazing and super delicious. The Clynelish was really good. I thought this was going to be a little smoky, overly smoky. Very sweet. All. Very little smoke. Very sweet. So fruit forward. Floral. Really nice. The fruit keeps coming through stronger and stronger every time I go back on the nose. It's so funny. There's so many spice notes at the very, very beginning, and then everything just kind of a nice, easy transition to a sweet, smooth. It's so hard to describe how it transitions.
Still has that salty though. The salt
is
there all the way through.
Yep, it's there. Saltwater taffy.
Yeah.
It's kind of that's the feeling where it's like all these sweet, sugary kind of notes, but there's still like that weird like salt brine note that kind of goes through it. But it's not, I don't know. I'm not getting much of a smoke note or a peat note.
I don't get any peat. You get the smoke, but it's very, very light.
Yeah. It's more like just they dried the malt and type smoke, not like a heavy peat moss smoke type thing, like an Islay type level. It's very nice. It sits for a little while. There's probably a pretty good solid oak. It is, I did look this up, it is a little bit darker. It's not heavy, but it's definitely colored. They do add a little bit of some kind of coloring there. And it's not, that was the other thing I was reading. There's it's slightly chill filtered.
Okay.
They don't go crazy. It's not like super, they don't chill it way down to pull out everything. But there is, it's really a clear, it's a clear pour. So there is a little bit of a chill filter there, but that's a really nice, just overall profile of a drink.
And price-wise, it's what, mid-70s?
Mm-hmm.
So
It's not crazy for a single malt. It's fine. I think there's a few others that are maybe a little more complex or have other notes, but this is really good. And again, in this little collection,
I'd say if you enjoy scotches, this is definitely one to pick up. If you're kind of trying to
I'm not
just
trying
dabble, I wouldn't start there.
No.
There's other ones I would recommend to start, but if you enjoy them, I would definitely splurge on this bottle.
Yeah, I really think that this is a nice bottle to sit with for a little while.
Yep.
I wonder if it opens up too. That could be interesting to see if it opens up a little bit more, if you sit with it for a little while and goes from there.
Because it's a higher proof?
Because it's a higher proof. I just wonder if that could settle out just a touch. I love the fact that they bottled this at 92. That just, it kind
I
of
think that's
tickles
been
me.
our kind of comment for a lot of scotches. I wish they would up the proof at least to the low 90s.
Yeah, and I think this is a perfect example of why we keep saying that, because I don't think this, could you imagine this at 80? I don't think it'd be as good.
No, it wouldn't.
I don't think it'd be as complex. I don't think you'd get as much of a transition from nose to, initial palate to finish.
It must be more watered down.
Yeah, it would just kind of be blah. No, this is really nice.
I'm bummed this is the last one out of this box. Should have been a 6-pack.
Yeah. Well, again, I think I might have to do some. We'll do a little research and see if we can find.
Yeah, we'll go talk to our friend.
Yeah, see if we can find another pack like this, because that's very solid.
I'm sure.
And a great little exploration for people that don't. Scotch wasn't our primary drink. Bourbon was kind of our primary drink, and where we're at, Tennessee whiskey too. But that is a great little exploration. The Johnny Walker lineup. It's just fun how it went from Johnny Walker with Diageo into this, all Diageo, and they make up a good part of those Johnny Walkers. Yeah, this was very nice and a great little exploration for us.
Well, maybe some of our viewers, our members, subscribers out there might know of another box.
Have you seen anything else other than the classic malts or the Johnny Walker lineup that's a little bit of a spread of whatever, 3-6 bottles? I tried doing the Flaviar Christmas Advent calendar. Apparently you cannot get that in Tennessee.
You guys need to change that.
Yeah, we really need those laws changed, because that could have been a lot of fun too. I would have easily done that one.
I think a lot of people would do that.
I do. Yeah, I think a lot of people would do that. And it's, because you get all Scotches, Irishes, Asians, Japanese whiskeys, whatever, bourbons, whiskey. You can get them all. Can't get them in Tennessee, apparently. Very annoying. Anyway, overall, this is a great little pack. If you see it, I highly recommend getting it. This gives you a lot of very interesting, different flavors. To then you can go out and, hey, I really like this. Get a 750 of that. That one wasn't my favorite, but you tried it. I think this is a great little intro to scotches.
Very much so. I'm hoping we find some more.
I agree.
We'll take this down. Talk to a friend.
Absolutely.
See what he can find. But again, reiterate, if you've sampled this or sampled another box, let us know. We'd love to track a few more down to be able to do on the show. We'd love to be able to get a couple of these smaller bottles before we make the investment on the bigger bottle.
Yep.
So, well, we hope you enjoyed this 3-part little series.
Yeah.
Again, hoping to do some more of these, but we appreciate you joining. And if you did enjoy this, we'd actually encourage you to hit that like button at the bottom of the screen.
While you're down there, if you click on the subscribe button, that would help us out a lot. You can hit the bell icon if you want to get notified every time we put out a new episode. Definitely agree. Leave us a comment if you've got any other little packs like this.
Let us know.
Yeah, we are.
We'd love to track them down.
Absolutely.
Till the next episode, thanks for joining.
Thanks for watching.
Cheers.